yellow Boxster getting through past them as well. Pip Hammond doesn't do every race in this series. He's sharing it, I forget who he's sharing the car with, but both of them seem to do well when they do jump in it.
Yeah, that's often done, isn't it, sharing, because it helps the cost. Some people do all their own preparation work, other people, like in fact John Broadley, I think, let someone else do all the work, and he's paying to have somebody looking after the car for him, which I wouldn't choose to do these days because it's so expensive to buy and
Being put up. The eyes are now trained onto the lights. They're going to watch them start to increase in number before disappearing altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4 lights are on. 5 lights are on, the engine notes are rising, and away they go, and it's Barry Squibb, unsurprisingly, in that monstrous Mitsubishi Evo 9 that gets a great start, but it looks as though Tim Woodman has managed to follow through with him, unsurprisingly, the weight of that car as they head up towards the Pat Quarry corner. Hopefully enjoying the coffee and donuts up there as we speak, and I'm missing them, but they're watching the Mitsubishi Evo, trying to desperately hold that tiny little Caterham 7 of Tim Woodman. At the moment, I think he's doing it.
he is indeed, in third place Chris Finnell, but one expected indeed, and Chris Finnell, I'm not sure where he was the leader of the championship so far, probably about 4th or 5th place. You've got the leaders.
I do indeed, and it is still the big white Mitsubishi Evo of Barry Squibb that has the lead. And talking about white, I think lovely new safety car comes through in front of me as well as it did late. But the white car on the track is the most important. It is Barry Squibb from Tim Woodman. Then it is the Audi TT of Steve Hall sat there in 3rd position. That MG midget of Southcott in 4th. That just looks a lovely, lovely car. And down to 5th now is the 488 car of David Graham. So it'll be interesting to see if he's got any issues, because I think he's being put under pressure again as he heads up into Quarry Corner. Presumably that's last year's champion, number 41, Oliver Ball.
Yeah, indeed, and back in about, 6th place as they come down towards us at the S's, but our leader coming through, beginning to get away a bit now. I've been expecting to see a bit of a move from David Graham to come through with 4th and 5th places, but hopefully he'll pull that through. But Barry Squibb, that car, shall I say it, much better this year, much more reliable and performing well.
No, you shouldn't say it, David.
I know
it. Here he comes, just stretching his legs at the front of the field now. The one that's going to be starting to feel the pressure being applied is our 3rd position man, which is the number 19 car of Steve Hall, the Audi TT. It looks like Southcott in that number 21. As I say that, okay, it's me that's put the curse that time. The black and green MG midget is just pulled out of the way and is now going slowly up Avon Rise. Another car that seems to have had an interesting opening gambit to this race is the number 99 car of Sturgis, the Seat Leon with the red and Martini livery on it. He's only just now starting to work his way from the back. So I'm not sure if you saw anything, David, on that one.
I'm afraid I didn't know. Leader through, Tim Woodman, because last meeting she didn't make it at Spring Bank Holiday. She was due here, but had been to Anglesey on the Saturday and Sunday before, and didn't make it back to Cascoon for the Monday due to a problem with the engine, or with the turbo, I think. But nevertheless, always out there trying, her and Brian, her husband.
Well, it looks now as well, someone else that's under pressure is last year's champion, Oliver Ball, is being put under pressure by this year's championship leader, Chris Vinnell. So it is the 2 orange and white cars. Ironically, that's almost poetic, that, frankly, as they go through. Yeah, Southcott's now pulling into the pit, number 21. I said that he'd suddenly bombed out of the fight. Such a shame, that one. But Squibb still in the lead from Woodman, Hall, Graham, and Higgins sat there in 5th position.
Yeah, you talk about Oliver Bull and Chris Finnell. They were very, very tight over here at Hammerdown a couple of laps ago. That Oliver was leading, Chris Finnell was trying to pass him. Oliver moved to the right a bit at Hammerdown, whether intentionally to close the door on the way down to Tower, I'm not sure. But nevertheless, it looked very, very season, ending up on the grass on the infield and sliding through the infield across Tower and taking out Gary Preble, who was leading the race quite comfortably for himself, only to be taken out very powerfully by those 2 cars. But that scrap between Vinnell and the Bull coming towards you and still looking very close, so that's going to go on for a while, I think.
It is, and Graham now in the 488 has also managed to wake that beast up, because he's closed right onto the back of the Audi TT, number 19 Hall, heading up Avon Rise towards Quarry Corner. He's looking one way, then the next, and he's made that move before he's even got to the crest of the hill by the looks of it. Yes, it is. The black car is now ahead of the blue one. Yep, he's done it. Signed, sealed, and delivered.
Well, we thought it was about time, because he showed it in practice, and now it's time for him to show it during the races. Well, which he's doing now. Spectators just wondering why he haven't given me a wave. I'm glad to see that. I hope you're enjoying yourself, everybody. But there's Barry Squibb going through, as we think, comfortably in the lead. Tim Woodman comfortable too. But how long for, I wonder, because now David Graham's got the bit between his teeth. I'm afraid Tim Woodman might be under threat in a few laps' time, but we shall see. That was an incredible machine built by Bob, his name's gone from him, our champion of GTs many, many years ago. But that car is coming towards you right now. The Graham car, is it going to threaten Woodman?
Well, it certainly looks as if he's trying to close in. What's he doing time-wise compared to the Audi TT? As Steve Hall has gone in to the pits. So not only is he passed by Graham, I don't know whether he's just picked his ball up and gone, I wasn't happy with that pass, but he's into the pits and he's going to be out. What a shame. So the Audi TT makes his way into the pit lane. Whether they're going to get that sorted to be back out. But Barry Squibb did a 109.997. Graham's did a 110.5. So about half a second gap there, but Woodman was 0.2 slower than Graham. So you're right, the race is on, David. And by the way, Steve Hall is making his way back out onto the track again in that Audi TT.
Number 28 coming back to the paddock in trouble, that's Paul Arbour. And also it seems that Michael Harris, who's leading his class in the championship, and in fact is second overall in the championship, Michael Harris in that Peugeot 205 GTI has a problem, and he will be coming back into the pits as well, I think. Good to see Ilse Cox coming towards me away from the S's, going well, and not able to catch number 6, who she's been chasing very, very hard, Doug Watson, in that big